Hi, my name is Neil Good. I'm with the Good Law Group, and if we can help you with a Social Security disability case, you can reach us by phone at 800-419-7606 or at thegoodlawgroup.com. Today I'm going to talk a little bit how to act at a Social Security hearing. I get this question all the time. So the judge will conduct the hearing. You should behave like you're in court. Refer to the judge as Your Honor. You should be cordial, but not really friendly. You shouldn't be walking in or even on the phone saying stuff like, how are you? What's happening today? That just doesn't work with these hearings. Also remember that the Social Security Administration is represented by this judge. So don't assume that they're your friend. Answer questions accurately, completely, truthfully, but keep the answer short because there's a limited amount of time. So you don't want to answer questions in a way that leads to more questions. So for example, I've had people sit, in a typical Social Security hearing, they ask you, what is a typical day like? Okay, and then once I had somebody say, well, I babysit my grandchildren. Well, that led to a whole series of questions because the judge then asked, how many grandchildren do you have? How old are they? What do you do for them? And then I had to follow up and say, well, the judge said on a typical day, how many times a month do you do that? And of course, the person said once. And then I had to say, well, do you ever do it alone? And the person said no. So they don't really babysit their grandchildren on a typical day. Another thing to remember is you shouldn't interrupt anybody. At most Social Security hearings, there's a vocational expert who will answer hypothetical questions at the end. Invariably, clients hear the answers and they get upset and then they interrupt. One thing you should know is that when these questions are asked, they typically are asked in a series. They start with the least restrictive and with the most restrictive. And then you shouldn't take anything away from that because some of the questions they ask, they answer that you can have jobs and some they answer that you can't have jobs. So don't be misled either way. Another question I get asked periodically is, how does a phone hearing? So the way a phone hearing works is they call everybody on the phone, basically put them on hold, and then they bring the judge in, and then the judge conducts the hearing. I hope this has been helpful today. Thank you for listening. If we can help you with a Social Security disability case, please reach out to us at thegoodlawgroup.com or 800-419-7606. Thank you.